So, today on the list we have a group of stand your ground bandits, but mainly we're focusing on this one in particular, a level 1000 plus whose account is actually legit, and thought it'd be funny to try and start on me even though I wasn't doing anything. So I was just driving past like normal. And after getting my own personal car wash from the firefighters, I decided to get to work. And at this point I was so close to them that I was practically sniffing their feet. You definitely couldn't have timed that message any better. I forgot Wednesday was a trash day. Oh, hey guys, look at this! An RC vehicle! This was the same person who called me trash. To be honest, there was one thing that really annoyed me about this person, and it was the fact that they were griefing other people and just running away from me. And it was at this point where they just kept e-woing the whole time. Eventually they did leave the MC organisation. And even though I completely messed up on this part because an NPC walked past me, they had the nerve to call me an explosive passy, which is pretty ironic considering you've blown yourself more than a man who had his ribs removed. They then said they had my ID, which is pretty funny because I literally had no idea. No, that's not funny, but I will leave it in. And after putting on that homeless man's mixtape, things were starting to heat up. How can you say something so mean? I don't want to play Fortnite. And shortly after our flirting session, I did manage to catch them in a terabyte. And before you say anything, I ate BST because there were so many aircrafts above me and I had no idea who was going for who. This person is so persistent, they again go for random players, and I just don't understand why. What goes on in the mind of these people? Pretty sure you can't park there, mate. At this point they ghosted me, and what happens next is absolutely hilarious.
What do you need? Okay, target confirmed. What price do you want on their head?
Again, they went off the radar, and they went into another RC vehicle to, yep, you guessed it, to kill more random people. And after fleeing the scene completely, I decided to go and track them down, because I'm not letting them get away with it. They then went into passive mode and then started to fly towards their facility. And I kid you not, they were in there for at least half an hour, and I was getting so bored at this point, but I didn't want to give up. So do you know what I did? I went and made myself a sandwich, and it tasted very good. Eventually they did come out, and they went into passive mode and drove towards Fort Zancudo. And again, they were in there for a very, very long time, but this time I did put a bounty on them so they couldn't go in passive mode. But that didn't really matter too much because they eventually left the game. Good riddance, you peasant. The next guy is a bit special. Now, he is a Deluxo griefer, however he didn't attack me, but was attacking others. And after he blew up the green CEO for no reason, I decided to go and help him out. And after our little game of tag, he decides to go and ghost and get his Avenger. This video just speaks for itself, really. And after hunting him while he was off the radar, he then decides to leave. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and if you did, hit that like button, and if you want to see more griefer encounters, please let me know in the comments. And with that being said, goodbye for now.